name's Richard. This is We're Not Wizards, and this is 6 Degrees of Expectation, which is a short about different games and what you can expect when you're going to sit down and play to them. Today we're going to be looking at Heroic Echoic, which is from Happy Clash Games, designed by David Barton. And yes, so let's take a look and help you to know what to expect. Basic overview of Heroic Echoic. It is a bidding kind of hand management game based around superheroes, and the echoics themselves are the various noises that you see on comic books. So it could be crack or clap or smash or thump or yeah. And your idea is that you are building yourself up a hand of cards that you can then build for heroes in order to create a group of heroes who are going to go ahead and fight for you. The main gameplay is quite simple. On your turn, you're going to be drawing a card from the stack, or you're going to be drawing a card from the 6 cards in front of you. You're going to be adding them to your hand. Or alternatively, you're going to be playing one of your heroes in your hand, but not as you're playing it so everybody else can start bidding on that particular hero. And what will happen is that every hero has its own main echoic symbol on there, and you will be playing cards from your hand that match the symbol for that particular hero. Whoever bids the most wins that hero. Once you've got 5 heroes in front of you, you win the game! Yay! From a learning point of view, it's one of these games that you can actually sit down and you can learn to play as you actually play. It's fairly simple kind of setup. There's very few kind of special rules. The only thing that you might need to be aware for certain players is special cards that you have in the deck for the various heroes, because once you have a hero in play and they become part of your team, you can then use their special powers within reason. Apart from that, it's a fairly simple kind of setup and learn type process. In terms of looks wise, well, in terms of kind of tabletop kind of landscape architecture, you call it what you will, it doesn't take up an awful lot of space on the table. Your main deck, your 6 cards, and you've got everybody else that will be holding a hand, so you're not going to be taking up an awful lot of room. In terms of the looks on the individual artwork, this is obviously a game that isn't running to any kind of popular IPs, so in some ways most of the characters are unrecognisable. In other ways, some of the characters are kind of riffing off ones that you might know, and in beautiful ways it means that the imagination has been allowed to go wild as far as the different characters that are in the game kind of appear. Kind of special shout out also to the manner in which the various echoics themselves have been fashioned, as in kind of no imagination has gone gone to waste in order to kind of represent the various kind of onomatopoeia which is going on as far as Heroic Echoic is concerned. In terms of time, while gameplay itself is a fairly quick setup process and the learning process is pretty quick, because you are going to be gathering cards into your hand in order to allow you to bid on the heroes, you might find that the game starts from a very slow point before it kind of builds up and you actually see some kind of bidding action in the game. What that means is the game itself maybe overstays its welcome a little bit before it gets going. Once you're actually in the main kind of crux of it, the bidding can be an awful lot faster, and you head to a massive kind of crescendo as the last people kind of get their heroes. So a normal game, probably looking at maybe about half an hour, can kind of stretch into 45 minutes depending on how quickly people get their heroes and collect the number of cards that they need in order to bid for the heroes that are kind of coming up. So that's Heroic Echoic from Happy Clash Games. It's currently available on Amazon at the moment. We'll make sure that there's a link below, so if you want to check it out. If you've actually managed to play Heroic Echoic, then tell us what you think about it. And also what you think of this video, if it was useful for you. So this is We're Not Wizards. This was 6 degrees of expectation. My name's Richard. Remember, stay safe, roll 6s, and make something awful. But until the next time, can't do special effects, so you'll just have to imagine I'm flying away.